Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another vlog. Today and tomorrow, I will be taking you through my Sunday evening preparation for a 36-hour fast. I will be fasting starting tonight after dinner, and I will fast all Monday, and then I will break my fast on Tuesday. But I am about to go for a long run today on Sunday. It is 18 degrees. Wait, not even. It's 15 degrees. It is absolutely frigid out here today. Snow on the ground, so there's no way that I am running outside today. So I'm going to be on the treadmill, and we're just going to hang out today and tomorrow, and I'll walk you through the emotional stuff with the fast, what I'm learning, how I'm struggling, how I'm feeling, and it's going to be a good time. So a little bit of background information. I am basically just now starting to take my running a little bit more seriously. I've started to log more weekly hours. I am also using it as a tool to help me lose fat, because I'm on a fat loss journey right now, and the objective is really just to get back in shape, right? There's so many different videos of me. I think 3 years ago I was probably about 220 pounds, probably at my heaviest. And right now I'm sitting at about 200. So I'm down significant weight, and I feel way, 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 way better. But really, the reason I'm videotaping a lot of this stuff is because, number one, this is an extremely difficult journey. And the fasting aspect of things, the eating, the exercising, getting back in shape, starting to actually work out again, having 2 kids, managing a house, all doing that and just trying to be a normal human being and not be crazy. That's what I'm dealing with. And this is the kind of stuff that, it's not easy. And I hope this is just an opportunity to be able to show my everyday and show exactly what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, food that I'm eating, workouts that I'm having, thoughts I'm having, because I'll be honest with you, it is not an easy process, but my long run today will be 3 miles. I'm going to do a 5K today. And the reason it's a long run, I know a lot of YouTubers, you'll watch a lot of running content and fitness content, and a long run will be 6, 7, 8 miles, whatever, 10 miles. I'm not there yet. My daily runs roughly, well, not daily, about 5-ish days a week, I'm running about a mile, purely because I'm focusing on consistency right now and not necessarily, racking up my mileage in the sense of daily mileage. So a 5K on a single day is a long run for me. So that's what I'm going to focus on today. I'm going to hit 3 miles, 3.1 miles, do the 5K. That's going to be my long run. And I think with an additional 4-ish days of training, I should be probably around the 6 to 7 miles per week range. So I think that's a pretty good range. We've just got to see. So I'm going to bring you along, and this might be a long one, but buckle up. We're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna lose some weight together. All right, there it is. There it is, 40 minutes. That was a very slow one. I don't know if the treadmill data is off or what it is, but that was tough. But I'm going to go get some food. All right, lunch is served. We have some chicken breast, a serving of rice, and some teriyaki sauce, and then 1 serving of sugar-free shrimp sauce or yum-yum sauce. So today's food is preparation for the fast tomorrow. Dinner tonight will be my last meal, and then I'm fasted for the next 36 hours. So final full meal before the fast starts. I have round steak, mashed potatoes. I'm gonna do it. What is going on? It is fast day. It's Monday. It's my lunch break, and today has actually been pretty difficult. It's been a little different than usual, but I have been struggling a little bit more today with around food time. Today was stressful. We're potty training our daughter, and we're also bed training her right now. So she's not wanting to sleep. She's getting in and out of her bed, potty training issues. And so I found myself being particularly short with her today. And I felt a little bit more on edge, a little bit more just not being nice, a little bit uncomfortable. So definitely a learning experience in terms of like these kind of emotions that kind of sit around the eating periods where normally you would be eating, which I guess could numb your emotions and numb your feelings. But I don't have that luxury today as I'm fasted. So it's very interesting to see kind of this unfiltered access to things that you're struggling with, emotions, and it's nice. I mean, it's nice that I get to experience them and have the awareness, but I need to be a lot more vigilant. And again, a great place for me to improve because no, I don't want to be short with my daughter. You know, she's 3, being able to teach her and being able to be a decent representation of patient father, you know, that's the ideal. So yeah, it's tough, but I've made it through breakfast. I've been up since about 7 and it's 2:30 right now. So I'm fasted. I've had plenty of water today. Otherwise I feel good, but just a general lower energy today. Yesterday, like I said, was kind of a higher intensity day for me with the longer run, the 5K yesterday. And then a chest workout 2 days ago. Still pretty sore, but just generally lower energy. Not necessarily a bad thing. Still pretty optimistic, but just trying to stay on top of everything to make sure I'm not, you know, making any huge glaring mistakes. But I will keep you updated as dinner rolls around and how the emotions and how the fast is going around dinner time. See you then. I am not sure there's anything more insulting than being on a fast and watching your family eat Arby's. It's insane. And going to pick it up for them. That's, I don't know. I don't know. Good morning. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. I am breaking my fast with a protein shake. It's pretty lightweight, 150 calories. I'm not doing a heavy meal right now, but it wasn't bad of a fast. But I'm excited to be eating again. I can say that much. All right, so the fast is over, and I just wanted to say, if you've made it this far and you've been watching this video, you're a real one for sure. This has not been the most exciting video in the world, but it has kind of been my objective to just make these chill, right? Make these where it's just showing my experience losing fat, losing weight, my fitness journey, all of the good stuff. But I did want to go over a couple of things as a result of my fast, things that are on my mind. Every week, because like each week I'm getting a little bit more in tune, it feels like, with myself. And this week in particular, I actually was thinking about biblical fasting. And I'm not going to claim that I know, honestly, anything at all about biblical fasting, but what I was meditating on this time during my fast was that I need to make sure that I am fasting for the sake of fasting and getting closer to Jesus, and not fasting for the entertainment of these videos. And I still need to figure out that balance, because I don't really consider myself a YouTuber, despite posting videos to YouTube, and I'm still figuring this out. I don't know really what transparency looks like in terms of, sharing my journey, sharing what I'm going through. And when it comes to this, like the biblical fasting aspect, the aspect of getting, the quote, starve the flesh so that you can rest in the spirit. And that's that has kind of been the theme for these fasts, is like, how can I starve the flesh, starve myself from my addictions, from the things that cloud my judgment and cloud my existence, so that maybe even for a brief 36 hours a week, maybe I can find myself more in tune with the spirit inside us. And I'm just figuring out what transparency looks like, and the only way I can do that is to talk about it on here. So that's been on my mind, and these past 36 hours have been a really great opportunity for me to really try to figure out what that looks like. Because no, I don't want to be this public fasting guru or teacher when that's not really necessary. I'm using fasting as a tool for physical and spiritual growth, and it has been great at doing that. And it's shown me more about myself and my faults and my impulses and my emotions that inevitably come up around feeding time. And these are all things that, to be quite frank, I would not have really tuned into had I not been fasting. So I'm grateful for the experience to be able to do this, and I'm still learning every single day. And I hope that through these videos, this can just be really a place where people can find, hopefully, some transparency, and people going through life, struggling with life, struggling with day-to-day stuff, and maybe somebody's going to pick up one or two of these things that I'm going through and be like, hey, I'm going through that same stuff, so like I understand. And that's kind of the goal, and maybe along the way I can find myself, and so it's been nice. It's been nice. Clearly, I don't need to explain the physical benefits to anybody. I've been losing a lot of weight, and I misspoke. I don't remember if it was this video or last video in terms of like my weight. I said I was 202. I was tripping. I don't know what I was thinking. I am 192. I didn't weigh myself this morning after the fast. I just woke up and I had that protein shake first thing in the morning, so I forgot to weigh myself, and I've had that protein shake. I had some peanut butter banana toast, and then I had steak and rice for lunch. So I'm well back into eating now, but I just weighed myself with my shoes on and clothes and everything, and I'm like 193.3, and that's with my shoes on and all my clothes and a bunch of food in my stomach. So I feel good. The next objective, I'd like to break under 190, and if I can get into the 180s, I can't tell you the last time I was under 190 pounds. So this will be nice to kind of break this open, figure out, figure everything out, and I don't, these videos, I don't have the answers for you. I don't have really any answers. And this YouTube channel is, well, it's a place where I'm getting the answers for myself. And if that's helpful for other people, then that's just icing on the cake. But I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.